Hello my little Stormclouds and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we're going to go over my 2024 Sims 4 wish list. And I did this last year and I really enjoyed doing it, and a lot of the things I wrote down are the same as last year. And I also asked you guys what you want to see this year, so I will be adding some of your comments after I've gone over my things, even though I know some of the things that you've said are exactly the same as mine, because we are all wanting the same thing, it feels like. Don't forget you can use my promo code STORM at checkout if you want to help me out a little bit. I do make a small commission every time you use my promo code. It can be used on the EA app or on the Sims website. It includes all packs and bundles, excluding the build your own bundle. And if you do decide to use my code, thank you so much for supporting me. Anyway, let's get into my wish list. And my first thing that I've wrote down is fairies. I want fairies so bad. I mean, I am massively into the fantasy genre, as you can see behind me. A lot of these books, most of these books have fae in them, which is basically fairies. So yeah, I want fairies so bad. And I know not everyone is into occults, but just imagine the pretty items you'd get, even if you didn't want to play with the occult stuff. It could be really gardeny themed. It could be so whimsical and beautiful. I need that in my life. Please, Sims, give me fairies. And the next one, sort of in line with that, which is another pack that I would personally want, would be a medieval style pack. If you know me, I've been watching my content for a while, you would know I am making a fantasy save file, and at the minute it is very medieval based, but I feel like medieval would fall into a lot of fantasy sort of styles as well. If you look at a lot of fantasy stuff, it's based on historical things, so it could be used in a lot of different ways to build castles. I know we got the castle estate kit, and it is one of my favorite kits because I use it a lot. I need to expand on that. I need stuff for inside the castle, please. Okay, moving away from packs, because they're the only packs I'm really desperate for. There will be other ones that I do want, but these are the ones I really want more than anything. I know there is packs that people have said that they want, so I will go into those at the end. So for me, next up, the swatches, and I spoke about this in my last video, I think. So a lot of people want the colour wheel. I don't want the colour wheel. The colour wheel is too overwhelming for me personally. So what I think would be a good idea is when you see a swatch, and I'm going to use a bed for an example. Say you have a wooden bed swatch that's like a dark wood and the bedding is white. But if I wanted a swatch that has a blue bedding on it, then the swatch would be like a white bed frame. I want to be able to choose between the swatch, so I could pick the white bedding and the dark bed frame. I don't know if I said exactly the same thing, but I hope you get what I mean. So I'm not getting this whole colour wheel, but just picking the wood swatch and the bedding swatch. And it'd be the same with couches, like the wooden accents if it has any on them, and then the colour of the fabric that is on there. And I just feel like it would work so well, because the amount of times that I'm trying to match wood tones, but I do not like the fabric or the pattern that is on the bedding or the couch or whatever it is, really irritates me. So just having that split would give you so many more options with looks, and then but it's not too overwhelming like the colour wheel is. And the colour wheel is very stressful on PCs. I feel like my PC might be able to handle it, but somebody that doesn't have a high spec PC might not be able to handle that, because I remember in The Sims 3 using the colour wheel and my whole computer would just start dying. Well, I think I had a laptop at the time. I don't know, I can't remember. It was a long time ago, it feels like. Next up, stairs. There is two things that I want from stairs. First one is spiral staircases. I've always wanted spiral staircases. It can be done. It's been done in previous Sims games, so don't tell me it can. There was also CC, I believe, of spiral staircases, or a mod, so it can be done. Please Sims, just give me a spiral staircase. It can be the most basic spiral staircase ever. I will decorate it and make it look better. I just need a spiral staircase in my life. Like, I know they're not even that common in a lot of homes, well, especially here in the UK, they are not that common, but like, there is houses that have spiral staircases, so please give me them. And the other stair thing that I would want is diagonal stairs. This is something that irritates me to my core. I want diagonal stairs so bad. Like, I can have a diagonal house, but my stairs have to be straight in there. It doesn't make any sense. Please give me diagonal staircases. Please, I am begging you. The amount of times I've wanted a front porch entrance with some like grand staircases going up on either side, and I can't do that unless I build the build on a diagonal, which makes everything else horrendous to build. I need diagonal staircases. Okay, the next one might be controversial because it's almost what people want, but not quite. A lot of people want open worlds. I'm not too bothered about open worlds because it can slow people's PCs down again. It has to load in absolutely everything. That is the good thing with it being just the lot and you can see the neighborhood. But why, when I go to my neighbor's house, do I have to go through a loading screen? I feel like that would be a better thing, is each neighborhood is like a little mini open world, so you don't have to have a loading screen between just going round to your neighbor's house. It's like so frustrating. Like, or if you go to lots where there is a gym and then there's like a dining place and you have to load between them even though they're in the same neighborhood and you can see them across the street, that really irritates me. So I really wish they would somehow do that. I don't think they're going to be able to do that because I think that would be a lot of work when thinking how games are designed and with how long it's been around. I don't think they're going to be able to do that, but I wish. Next up, cars. And I don't even care if my sim can't drive the car. It would be cool if they could. Like, we can have bikes that you can select them to go to certain places, which would work better again with open worlds. I just want the same as some of the other Sims games where the sim gets picked up for work in the morning with a car. Or maybe you can have a car in your garage and they go to that to go to work and it disappears off the lot. But I just hate it when your sim just oofs and they just slowly disappear and fade away. Like the school bus, we need the school bus back. The school bus came in high school years. We've got the debug of it. I think it's most probably just somewhere in the world, maybe around the school. I don't know. But I want my sim to be getting on that school bus. I want to see the school bus pull up and my sim get on it and leave. Please. I say this and I don't even play the game. I just build, but I know a lot of other people want this, so I want this because a lot of other people want it and I feel like it would make the game better. Curved walls. Yes, it's in the game. We have circle walls. We can create circles. There's different sizes. We can create circle platforms. We can create circle pools. We can create circle fences. Why do we not have circle half walls? It really irritates me. The amount of times I've wanted to carry on a wall swatch, but with a half wall, and I can't, and I'm having to like use a fence, which I don't want to use a fence. I want it to make it look like a wall, but like not a tall wall, a half wall. Please give me a half wall curve. Like it can be done because it's been done with other things. I feel like it'd be really easy to implement. So please Sims, please listen. I need curved half walls. Another thing, it was also something else I mentioned in the previous videos, would be different floor heights. So my example for this would be, I do a lot of platform beds in like fake floors, and I don't want a full height of a wall to make a lofted bed. So I do like tricks with the platform tool and the Sims can go under the bed, but it's such a hassle. It would be nice because a Sim can walk under that height if we could create a floor that floated, well not floated, but was against a wall, so that Sims can walk under and walk on. If the wall height is tall enough for them, they should be able to do that. So I would die for that. I feel like it would be something that would be really hard to implement into the game at this stage, so I don't think it can be done, but I really do want that. And then the last thing I can think of, I'm most probably missing things, I just really quickly wrote this list, is pack refreshes. And Spa Day got refreshed. I can't remember when it was because I mentioned it in last year's wishlist video also. So it must have been either done that year or year previously. I cannot remember when Spa Day was refreshed. But that was the only pack refresh we've had. And we've not had anything since. And I'm like, why? And it's like, I feel like I don't know if they promised us, but I feel like they promised us and we just haven't got it. So I need more pack refreshes. Dine Out is not playable for people, or for most people. I know they've fixed quite a lot of bugs. We do get a lot of bug updates. We need more pack refreshes on older packs. Dine Out for me is the main example. Please refresh Dine Out. So let's have a look at some of the suggestions that you guys have given. So one of the first ones that came through was grocery store kit, clothing clutter kit, risky woohoo, pantry kit, and more African hairstyles. So the grocery store kit, that would be so cool. We don't really have grocery stores. We can make retail stores, but not grocery stores exactly. You sort of can, but it'd be nice if we did have something to do with actual grocery stores and full gameplay. They're saying a kit here. I feel like this could be more of a game pack or a stuff pack. Maybe a stuff pack, so it's just a little bit more than a kit, because I feel like stuff packs sometimes do integrate some gameplay. Kits are normally just items. Don't get me started on Bust the Dust was the only gameplay kit we ever got, and that the rest have just been stuff. And the next one they said was clothing clutter kit. I like this. I think by this you mean like items of clothing dotted around, like you could have around your house. I think. I don't know. Clothing clutter kit. You can comment down below and let me know, because I'm like, would that be a clothing kit? But then I'm like, but it's not clutter. Clutter's around the house. Next, Risky Woohoo. I don't know gameplay. For some reason I thought Risky Woohoo was in the game. Is it not? Am I wrong? Because to me, Risky Woohoo would be like, oh, you're going to get pregnant or not. So if that's not in the game, that needs to be in the game. A pantry kit. I love the idea of a pantry kit, and that works really well as a kit because it would be just little small items perfect for a kitchen in a pantry. And more African hairstyles. Yes, we love some more diversity and representation. We always need this. The Sims have been implementing more hairstyles from more cultures, which I really love, but we do 100% need more. And I like a lot of the times these hairstyles are in SDX drops, which are base game. So I'm hoping if they do more hairstyles that are more representative, they are just base game updates, that would be great. Somebody else says bug fixes. Bug fixes are always going to be needed on something that's always getting new packs implemented into it. And they do a lot of bug fixes, but sometimes I feel like they miss the mark with some of them. They don't always work. And there is bug fixes where there's been stuff that's broken for so long and they've still not fixed it. So 100% agree. Bug fixes are always going to be needed. And Dragoncore said fairy people with an enchanted forest as their world. Exactly. That's what I want. Give me whimsical fairies. Please, we need this. The people are asking. I see people in comments all the time saying they want fairies. Give us fairies. And I do know there is a fairy mod. If you do want to get the mod, it is, I believe, by Spinning Plum Bobs. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And it is a really good mod. I have tried it out. And somebody else said open world and more lots in residential worlds. So this is where I differ with the open world thing, just because I know not everybody's PC would be able to handle it. Consoles, I don't know. I don't know how well The Sims runs, especially if you've still got like an older gen console, like a PlayStation 4. I don't know if open world would run, so that's the only reason I disagree. But at the same time, I get why people want open world. It makes it feel more realistic in a way. And a lot more residential lots. Agree. Artsy Widow says lot types where you can have multiple types on the same lot. Yes, I 100% agree with this. This is something I should have put on my wish list. I didn't see this till just now. The amount of times I've wanted to create something where I've wanted multiple different lots on one lot. This would be amazing. I feel like it would be so glitchy, but I do feel like would really want this. When I was doing my fantasy save file, and I've still not finished this lot, it is my medieval like town square. I've got currently a magic shop in there, and I've got like the residential bit upstairs, but there's about 10 other lots on the builds on there, which I want as different types of lots, and I've just got to like fake it and pretend. So that would be really cool if you could do that. And they say like shopping centre, malls, hotels. We need all of those. I need hotels. Hotels is the main thing for me. I don't think I'd be too bothered about a shopping centre or a mall, but I get why people would want it. I need hotels though. More clothing option for infants. Yes, I feel like that, and toddlers. Even kids, I feel like don't even have that much. But yeah, infants is really lacking. Infants is newer to the game, so I get why there's not as many options. Same with toddlers, because they didn't release toddlers when the game first came out, so there's not as much items from when it was first released. So yeah, totally agree on that too. Update to all packs like cats and dogs, like they did with Resahder. This is exactly what I was talking about with the pack refreshes. Yes, cats and dogs would do great with a new update, I feel like. And increased household limit. So there is a cheat to do the increased household limit, I believe. And can you have like 25 Sims? But if not, it would be nice to have the option, because the reason they do the 8 Sims is for, again, they normally do that for people that can't run too much going on. But it'd be nice for those that can to be able to say, like, tick something that says you want more because you think your PC or whatever can handle it. Whispers by Madison. Gonna have to agree with Carrie and Connie. I want spiral staircases. Yes, I didn't know they did a wishlist one yet. I've not seen it. I think I've only seen English Simmers pop up, and I didn't watch it on purpose because I didn't want to be like copying. I feel like a lot of us have the same wish list though, so we're most probably going to say some similar things. They might have some really cool things which I have not mentioned though. But yeah, spiral staircases is a need.
Give me spiral staircases. Everybody wants them.
I've got one here. I want them to update old packs. Again, this is something that has been said by somebody else and me. Pack refreshes is needed. Like, not make a separate band pack, but add that to the Get Famous. That would really fit in. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the band pack thing, I was not excited. My boyfriend is a musician, so you'd think I would be excited. It's just not something I've ever wanted. I don't want to build a music venue. I don't know what you would want to build. It's not going to end up being a stadium because they wouldn't have that sort of thing in The Sims. So for me, I'm just not excited if it's going to be something to do with bands. I'll get the pack. I mean, I get it for free anyway, but I would have bought it because I make content anyway. But yeah, adding it to Get Famous would be a really good idea. So like I said, I only put that post up a few hours ago. It might be like 5 or 6 hours ago. So there's not that many comments on there yet. I should have posted this yesterday and got some more in. So that's all I'm going to cover today. So sorry if you commented in your comments not in the video. You can always comment them down below as well, because I'm going to read through all of the comments and get more ideas from you. I love doing these wish lists. Even if they don't come true, they're just really fun to make and yell at the Sims. But that is pretty much it for this video. Don't forget you can use the code STORM at checkout. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.